today we are gonna watch Chovy's Jayce. This is patch 14.2. Jayce versus LeBlanc. Let's take a look. I like to think about what I'm gonna build before the game starts. So facing LeBlanc, if Jack's in the jungle. I think Mercs are pretty good this game. Nowadays people are going AD LeBlanc though, so Mercs might have less value this game. See what Chovy builds, but with the new items that came out in season 14, I'm not actually sure what the Jayce build is nowadays. So to see what Chovy builds, I mean definitely mana immune, right? That's part of Jayce's core for sure. And then I think the lethality items to look out for would be Hubris, Opportunity, Ghostblade. I think is still good, and then you'll probably need Cerritos at one point as well. So that is what I think that the general build is. I think the only thing that's kind of variable here would be Edge of Night and Merc Treads here. So yeah, we'll see what he opts into. He did go for the first strike instead of something like Phase Rush. I think Phase Rush is also pretty popular with Jayce mids. I think first strike definitely gets more value if you're sitting in the back just queuing all the time. What Phase Rush would allow you to do is go into hammer form more often because you can kind of just run away. And then he went for the Resolve Tree second. I think another popular one would be Mana Flow. So Resolve Tree, I'm assuming he went second win and Overgrowth. I think second win has more value than Bone Plating against LeBlanc, especially the AD LeBlanc variant is more poke heavy. So I think it has more value in lane. And then, yeah, personally, I would go Overgrowth over Unflinching. I don't. But we'll see what he does. Yeah, I think actually, I mean, Unflinching has pretty good value here, but I just like the extra HP from Overgrowth. So yeah, we'll see what he opts in. Okay, so what would I start with here? It's probably just Doran's Blade. I think there is some merit to Longsword 3-pots, but I feel like Jayce just scales incredibly well with Doran's Blade. It's kind of like Aurelia. Obviously, Longsword 3-pots is better for the early levels because yeah, you have more potions to gain with, but as the game scales, Doran's Blade has more value. Yeah, also, I guess with season, now that the mid lane bushes are like farther out in the river, I am not sure what's optimal to ward. It's probably still like generally like here in the river or like over the ledge, over after wall. Those are probably still the best places to ward, but you have to kind of expose yourself a little bit just to get a ward. I think now that the bushes are further out, I think this ward has slightly more merit than before when the bushes were here, because now when you put the ward in the bush, it gives vision of the river than it used to. So I think there's more merit in this.
아 그런 거 같아 확실히 근데.
Can I believe this LeBlanc actually dodged his Q? How does he know? Bro, there's no way there's a ward here. Like, what the fuck is this move? See that? Also, there's a bit of a lag, sorry. It's from the stream, it's not from me.
여기 와드야?
It's pretty bad for him, though. Getting Omega Chunk, he might die.
아니 와드야? 왜?
Is he base here? Yeah, I think so. He's way too low.
바로 반응을 하지.
Does he TP back? That's the question. Would I base here or would I stay? Problem with basing here is you would have to TP back because the wave is already here. And then you have absolutely nothing to buy. So it feels pretty the problem with staying here is you're super low. So if you do stay here, you should chug your potion immediately.
시호양 같은데? 아니 이거를 보자마자.
I guess the good note is LeBlanc also is pretty low and out of potions. So that is pretty good news. I guess this matchup you do lose the level 1. He's playing just the way he's playing. Right? He's playing so far back. They're like roughly the same HP. LeBlanc has fleet footwork. That's the. I mean, even if the LeBlanc had electrocute, he still loses the right? This is the problem with first strike in lane. It doesn't really offer you, the, yeah, like barely any combat stats, if any. Half the time it's down. Long's gonna hit 2 off this creep, so I'm surprised he's walking. I think walking forward like this, I would just start backing up. Okay. I feel like he
이게 주고?
didn't even. I guess he wanted this creep, but he didn't even get it. I feel like he didn't even need to lose any HP here. I guess he wanted the range creep. Okay, and we found out right here that he actually took bone plating against the block. I was
이게
wrong.
주고?
See here. I think the idea behind bone plating is you'll probably almost always get value from plating against the block, at least in the laning phase, because just because of how she combos, where it's like she'll W in auto, right? That's for sure bone plating value. Yeah, this base still feels pretty shit, right? He can't even buy a fucking revealable push, so it's pretty shit. I think I would stay personally. I feel like you stay because of the same, like you don't have anything to buy, and I don't think you'll die. You have biscuit as well. 1 biscuit. I mean, it's not gonna heal for that much, but I think you should. You're about to hit 2 off of these 2 melees, so just need to live for these 2 melees. The level up is huge.
얼음
Okay, so now he's pretty good.
Ooh.
Another level up off this.
잡아주고
I'm wrong.
주고
Usually it's the 2 melees in the on the cannon wave. He must have missed some XP. See what happens in this trade.
주고
Needs to be careful, right? So
잡아주고
yeah, you see he doesn't hammer form Q in. He just hammer form E's, because by hammer form Eing her away, the chain will
주고
second part of the chain will never land, and that does the most damage.
잡아주고 판테온 여기
Now he's actually in a really good spot here. He's about to level off 1 creep. The LeBlanc is already level 3, so she's not gonna level up. He's about to level off 1 creep, and he's in a much healthier spot.
이기지 않을까 우리가?
He just needs to not die here, off before this level up. And he's in a really good spot now. That was a nice EQ. Or QE. So it's Maokai, like a Giga Chad, just kills the LeBlanc. So super nice for him. LeBlanc, I didn't look, but I would assume the LeBlanc has TP. So what do you do with this wave? You start thinking about the next wave that's coming. I don't think he can push it out. No, he definitely can't push it out before the LeBlanc gets back. So the idea is to farm as much of the next wave as you can. You probably won't get all of it, but you just base TP back as well.
마우카 인생 다시 만들어야겠다. 보자이.
And he's just gonna, oh, I see. Because the wave is equalized here, this range creep doesn't do shit, right? But because the wave is equalized here, he's just gonna base TP now to mirror the LeBlanc. But I think if, let's say he had like 3 range creeps here, I would probably stay for at least the melee creeps and then base TP. By killing the melee creeps, you will reset the wave after you TP. But right now, since the wave is in an equal spot, you can just base here. And then you have 750 gold. What's the buy here? It's, if you go tier longsword, you don't have money for any pots, which kind of sucks. I think, okay, what I think he should do is, yeah, with the gold he has, I would just skip tier for now. You just go double longsword and then you buy 1 pot. I think the pots are too important in this kind of lane. See Nihilus mid.
제발 라인 밀어줘.
Yeah. So as mid lane, it's like you really need to track, maybe not so much in low elo, but in high elo, you really need to track where the support is. So that's something I didn't pay attention to this game, but I could just constantly look at the minimap to see where the Nautilus is. If the Nautilus is not in lane, you kind of need to respect that. Yeah, so he has no flash here. He also can't hard push this wave, so it's really just last hit and trade with LeBlanc when you can.
맞아, 전령을 이거 안
Jax
되는구나.
here, and Nautilus, okay. 3 mid. They're all bot side mid. Right now, since he has no flash, it's just really hard for him to move before the LeBlanc. In this kind of like equilibrium wave state, very hard for him to move because the LeBlanc is just more of a threat in these early skirmishes. Now he's in a good spot to move. Because of this chunk, he's in a really good spot to move now. See, I think Chovy should at least look at the fight to see what's happening. He's very focused on his lane. That's just kind of the playstyle he has, but he should at least look. Like, I think he should start looking earlier. Like, even here, I think he should take a quick look. Like, definitely take a quick look here. But yeah, he's very focused on his lane. That's just how he plays. Now you see Maokai moving into the enemy Raptors. You should definitely take a look here.
인류 힐량이 이상하네.
LeBlanc really fucked up.
아, 한 마리 안 되나? 아닌가? 안 넣힌 것 같기도 안 넣혔네.
Oh, it's a bit risky.
안 되나?
Yeah, he's like super focused on his 1v1.
No.
I feel like you should look to see if the Maokai needs help because he can definitely move. He has prio right now.
힐량이 이상하네.
LeBlanc can't stop him. LeBlanc actually just used her chain. LeBlanc really fucked up by taking her W back here. First of all, she missed the chain, which is actually quite a bit of damage. Even if the LeBlanc is maxing W, the second part of the chain is so much damage. He misses the chain, so then Chovy goes in. And then she really fucks up here, but I guess she W's back to dodge the QE, but
아, 한 마리 안 되나? 아닌가?
I think the trade is just as bad. I guess she trades back a little bit by doing this, but
야,
he's dead here. Yeah, I was like, if the Jax had flash here,
다행이다.
should definitely die.
그거 안 넣혔네.
Because we know that Jax is here, right? We know that Jax, we just saw him. So it's like,
아, 한 마리 안 되나? 아닌가?
I don't know. I think he's just kind of zoning out here. Like he should just hug, he should be hugging like more here, you know what I mean? Like this side. But he's, because we know that Jax is like literally at his Raptors. I think this is a mistake. This tower shot is also really unfortunate. If the Jax has flash, he was dead here. I think
야,
someone still has flash. Oh, the Jax had flash. Yeah, like the Jax could have flashed like here. I think he thinks his E's gonna land anyway. But Chovy has a good E away here.
야,
He's still dead because the Jax has flash. Because the Jax has flash, it's 100% a kill. The LeBlanc should not have died there. He should not have gotten a kill here for sure. That was actually like incredibly lucky for him.
다행이다.
불발.
Okay, so you look at this gold quantity.
다행이다.
You buy this Dirk for sure, right? The Dirk spike is way too big. And then, personally, I would have bought a tier, but yeah, I mean, obviously, the tier is 400 gold. You would have, what, 350 plus 135, so, what, 485 gold? So he could have bought the tier and, like, one potion. He's valuing the longsword more, I think because this lane is so trade intensive that the longsword will actually help him in the trades. Obviously, tier doesn't give you any combat stats, so yeah, he's just valuing the extra damage.
불발.
He's gonna buy the tier a lot later, so the mana immune is gonna be stacked a lot later, but this should hopefully help his lane quite a bit.
보너스 제.
He's walking this way. He wants to ward the grubs maybe, or at least his raptor camp. Protect the jungler here.
나 진짜
Okay,
근데
he's on raptors.
뭔가 아쉽네.
Pushes the Jax off. That's really nice. Jax is actually pretty underleveled. I think he was 3 when he ganked Chovy earlier. So he might be 4 now, but that's still incredibly slow. I guess the Maokai is also really behind. He's level fucking 3 still. That's
형,
crazy. It's almost
아직 안
6
봤어요.
minutes. The soul laners are about to hit level 6.
뭐가 오나요?
Like just generally you want to keep you don't want to get like pushed in super hard. Let's say Chovy doesn't last hit the minions here and he doesn't equalize the state here. Like he's just gonna get pushed into his turret and then LeBlanc gets a free roam. But by keeping the lane state like relatively here, he can trade with the LeBlanc more easily. He can just control the wave a lot better. And right now you do want to fight, right? Because the tonic, whatever the fuck, this thing gives a lot of adaptive force for the next minute, so pretty important. We also see here that we saw the bone plating earlier, then he went unflinching, probably because of the chains, the LeBlanc chains, the Varus R, Jax E, you get value out of the unflinching. So maybe I think because he's going unflinching, he probably won't go Mercs as well this game. I think he's gonna go for Lucidity Boots.
진. 만만한 게 카타리나인가 이거? 형 죽이면 안 돼? 누구?
And you can see the extra longsword here is actually helping him quite a bit in these trades. See, after this trade, I mean, LeBlanc gets a little bit of HP back from Fleet Forward, but you can think about like if he didn't have the longsword, I think LeBlanc's HP something like that. If he didn't have the extra longsword, and he's not having any mana problems, even though he didn't get a tier. If you just use the biscuits when you're at like no mana, then you shouldn't have mana problems in the early game.
안 찍어봐야겠다.
형 봐봐요. 유리하잖아요.
You should feel pretty safe because you have flash and you have a ward now. So feeling pretty safe right now as Chovy. Been pretty good. But continue to play aggro, continue to fight for the wave. You saw LeBlanc just warded topside.
포기를 잘해.
희한한 템플이.
As long as he doesn't die here, it's fine. The wave, he got the entire wave already. So.
개인형이 배출을 잘
Okay,
해주나
now
봐.
do we look for the honey fruit, right? Let's see if there's any honey fruit. The honey fruit typically spawns around it's around 6 minutes where the first batch of honey fruit spawn. So it should be here unless someone else took it. There it is.
이해한다니.
와 진짜 루시안 데미지 봐. 와 진짜.
Okay, so yeah, just based on the LeBlanc here. Now obviously Chovy was really low, right? He was really low. Like he's in lethal range of the LeBlanc here, so he needs to get the honey fruit before the next wave arrives. And LeBlanc knows this, so where she either knows he's getting the honey fruit or she thinks he based because he's in lethal range, so she's gonna push the wave. And then when Chovy sees this, LeBlanc is using all her mana to get the creeps here. You should know that the LeBlanc is gonna base immediately after this. There's no way she can stay or do anything, right? If she stays, she has no mana. Like she can't even help a fight if the enemy Jax was to fight. She's 100% basing in this scenario. So this is a cannon wave. The next wave that's coming will not be a cannon wave. And it's pretty close, right? It's already halfway between the mid, or halfway between the tier 1 and the tier 2 turrets. So I would stay for this upcoming wave, hard shove it, because you know the LeBlanc is basing 100%. You hard shove the next wave, and then you base. Oh, I guess he actually was able to stop the LeBlanc. So this is a super good spot for Chovy. LeBlanc didn't get her base off. She's no mana basically. Mana for like I think maybe 1 W. So yeah, you just hard push. You hard push. You just play super aggro. You have flash. No need to be scared. Super aggro.
근데 안될 것 같아. 피가 너무 없네.
And now she actually has no mana. We see the Jax here. We're fine.
미안함.
Yeah, in this spot he always has first move. So like the block is like pretty much useless at the moment because she's so out of mana. I think the enemy team is kind of like they shouldn't be playing super aggro here. They can ward Chovy's team's blue buff entrance, but they shouldn't want to fight because Chovy will always have first move. Chovy's actually wasting so much time here from the Nautilus and the Jax. And he doesn't even die, doesn't buff flash. And what LeBlanc wants to do, she wants to push and base, right? So she's probably asking her teammates for help here.
좀 가라.
Ideally, as Chovy, you don't want her to get a free base, but I mean, if the enemy team is there, enemy teammates are there, then it is what it is. Like, you have to just basically concede, right? But the idea is, like, if the enemy team is sending extra teammates to help their mid laner push the wave, then your teammates should be getting something somewhere else. And that's exactly what's happening. Their team is trying to dive bot here.
왜 이래 미드는 왜 이러는 거지?
They do actually do kill the verse, so that's really, really nice. So we know the LeBlanc based 100%. Push hard. Say there's some champs that I can't push cannon waves very well early game. Like for example, like Victor comes to mind, right? Victor, it would take a while for Victor to push this wave. Probably 2 lasers and then a bunch of auto attacks on the cannon wave. But if you're playing Victor in this scenario and you like, this is the scenario where you you need to hard push the wave before the LeBlanc gets back. As Victor, you should just ult the wave. But Jayce, no problem. Look how much damage the fucking QE does here. Like, super easy push. Quick base. Oh, what is he buying here? So we talked about the lethality items that I think are OP, right? OP right now. So you see, he is still going to postpone the tier here because he has money for the full item. Obviously, like one full item is like a million times stronger than like a fucking tier and some components, right? The downside is like, yeah, your tier is like gonna take forever to stack, but like this spike is so much bigger. I'm actually curious if he still goes tier this game. I feel like Jayce's have to go tier, but yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be a super late tier. And is he gonna TP back? I'm gonna save it. I think it's correct for him to not TP back because the game timer, yeah, it's 8:57. The upgraded TPs come at 10 minutes, so he can definitely just wait for the upgraded TP. Also, the LeBlanc's not gonna push this fast enough before he gets back into lane, so he's not gonna miss any creeps. So yeah, in this scenario, this scenario happens a lot in just lane matchups in general, right? It's like a constant back and forth between the waves. So like, because LeBlanc got back to lane first, because this wave is not a cannon wave, she will get first push and first roam. So like, you can kind of like tell like way in advance, right? Like, Chovy's in base here. You can already tell from this spot that LeBlanc is going to get first push. So you can already call it out, or like you can already start thinking about it, right? Like, she will definitely get first push here, right? You're not TPing. This is not a can wave, so she'll probably push this wave, right? Now she's in a good spot where she actually has like push potential. She'll probably push the next wave, and then you're going to be stuck farming your creeps, or farming creeps at your turret, like here, right? So like, you can't move. The LeBlanc has freedom for the next, I don't know, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, probably 30 seconds. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can just like determine in advance. I think there is a good chance that she doesn't hard push this wave. She could just last hit here, and just like fight Chovy for the wave. But I guess once you see her like start like autoing the creeps like this, yeah, like right here, she's like hard pushing now, right? Then it's for sure 100% she has first roam. But yeah, just based on items, I didn't see what the LeBlanc had. You see, yeah, Chovy has a full completed item and LeBlanc doesn't. That's kind of generally how you compare strengths. It's, yeah, through items and then through levels. That's generally how you compare strengths. So I would say Chovy is a lot stronger than LeBlanc at this point. So yeah, as Chovy, you really want to scrap with LeBlanc because you're a lot stronger. Like, look how strong he is.
오 큰일 날 뻔.
Granted, the LeBlanc
라인을
didn't
그냥
do
이상하게
any
써?
trading back really, but like just in terms of raw damage output, just now, like that was like so much from Chovy. But because he's so much stronger, because he has flash and he feels relatively safe, he should always have prio on the LeBlanc at this stage. He's waiting for his ward to come back. Gonna drop a ward, but he feels really, really safe. Really, really good spot. You see, LeBlanc is hugging topside. Really, really strong chance the jungler is on the top side, right? For two reasons. Well, number one, she's hugging the top side. Number two, your jungler just showed bot side, so I think a very natural response for the enemy jungler would be to go top side and take everything there. That's something to keep in mind when you're playing mid. See Nautilus here. I don't know if Chovy saw. He's not even scared. He knows he's gonna kill the LeBlanc or something. When he sees the Nautilus here, he's like not even backing off. Not scared at all. He knows he's gonna kill the LeBlanc if the Nautilus comes. And yeah, we know the jungler's topside, so you can't play insanely aggressive. You know. Nautilus is here. Jungler's topside. Your jungler is close by, so not a bad spot. Just so the Nautilus is bot side river. Tried to time the LeBlanc W there. It's hard. And once the melee gets here, he can play pretty aggressive. Basing here, interesting. Is here free boots coming in? Wait,
좋은데요. 나이스.
I have no idea why he based here. I thought he was gonna base here for a second because the free boots would be coming in, but I don't even think it's coming in yet. Yeah. He based for a tier. I guess he just, I don't know. He wants his tier like now because it's already so fucking late. And if he's still gonna go tier, like I guess it's like better earlier than later. But
나이스.
yeah, this is interesting. I wouldn't have based here. I think it really is just for the tier. Does LeBlanc have TP? I guess not. I wasn't tracking, but the fact that she's not TPing. Oh, okay, there it is. It just took her a while. Gonna time it. Nice timing. That was a bit of an aggressive TP by the LeBlanc. That was a bit too cocky by the LeBlanc. You should TP to the turret. This is so much damage on the LeBlanc for free. The LeBlanc can't do anything to counteract it. If Chovy times it well, it's guaranteed to hit. Oh, this looks bad. Oh, that was a nice chain from LeBlanc. Oh, this death kind of sucks. Because he doesn't have TP this time. Oh, he didn't have any vision to play with. It's like I think if the LeBlanc didn't TP back, right, he would push in this wave, and then you'd probably drop a ward before hitting plates. I don't know, right? But yeah. I guess when she TPs in, he still has vision. And then he loses vision right when the Jax ganks. Yeah, I guess the ward like just dies. I think he should have sold his pot or his pink ward. I think his free boots are coming in. His Fiora is 06. Super behind. 06, lost all 5 plates. Omega behind. I don't know why he's taking these. He's saying his range Q didn't land, which is true, yeah. But I think the problem with taking these is like the LeBlanc already has the wave here, right? Like if his range Q landed, he would have been done with camp now. So like he would have just got here in time. But I think it's better to get to the mid wave earlier, personally. I don't know if he's doing these because he wants to farm or if he's taking the camp because he thinks the enemy jungler is going to take them. I don't know what the reason. I think this is kind of troll. Also lose quite a bit of HP. You also delay your jungler from completing their jungle item. I think it's fine to take jungle camps after jungle item, but before, I think it makes your jungler's life pretty.
어려워. 게임이 어려워. 나요?
The problem is like it's really hard for him to hammer form in. He's so squishy, you know what I mean? It's pure offense, 1500 HP. Yeah, I don't know why. I think he should just stay in range for him. Honestly, I don't know. Or I think he could hammer Q and then back off, but just like walks up. I think hammer form gives you more armor MR, but I feel like I don't know. I'm just surprised he's just like walking in. No phase rush, no merc treads.
아 진짜 세겠다.
Like you're a freak.
그냥 마저 안 가도 되나?
TB's up in 20 seconds. Yeah, laning phase is over at this point, so yeah, it just depends on the wave states, right? Lucian's going bot, so you're probably go mid.
이집은 진짜 개념이지 않을까?
TB's coming up now. Is he gonna TP?
오 서로 센 거 봐.
He's already halfway to mids. Playing TPing here. Dragon fight is won as well, so no point in TPing. Lucian is going. Okay, he wants to go bot. Okay, Lucian's responding with mid. A lot of times, at least in any solo queue, the AD carry won't listen to pings, right? Like your entire team won't listen to pings, right? So Lucian will stay bot. In that case, you should just stay mid because I mean, ideally you should go bot, but I mean if your teammates aren't responding, then you just have to do what's best, and what's best is for you to continue to get farm, and not fight for farm. So you should just stay mid in that scenario. Yeah, in the side lane, he's at like 1.5 items. I still think he's stronger than LeBlanc, so he should win this side. It's more like the LeBlanc has a lot of gank setup, so it's a little bit scary. But with flash up, it feel pretty good to at least take the risk.
이거는 진짜 봐야겠네.
지나 이거?
LeBlanc's half HP.
이거
He has some
나-
potions, maybe 2/3 HP.
빼야돼.
I'm surprised he doesn't
이거 나
hard push this wave. I don't really understand why.
빼야돼.
I guess the idea with not pushing this wave is you think the LeBlanc is chilling in one of the side bushes here, and by not pushing the wave, you can zone her off more. I think that's the reasoning. But like, I think there's also an argument where like you just nuke this wave and then you just dive the LeBlanc with the Maokai. This is a chance that the enemy covers, right? But yeah, I don't know.
법이 찍을 거야. 너 뭐야 이거?
Like I have no idea what this enemy Nautilus is doing. That looks like a complete win trade. I don't know what the fuck that was. Now you just shove for sure, and then you can threaten the dive on the LeBlanc. You see the Maokai is still just chilling, just waiting. You just threaten the dive here.
잘쓴거 같은데
마음에
아니.
낫지 않을까?
Jax has to cover. That's fine. LeBlanc is basing. Is her TP up? I'm not tracking. It might be. Chovy uses TP first, but it's been a while. Oh shit. Oh shit. Good flash. Yep. There's 3 bot. LeBlanc actually TP top, but Rumble TP. Oh, Rumble was bot, so LeBlanc TP top. So her TP was up. And Chovy has to base here. He has a TP timer though. The 06 Fiora is 1v1ing the LeBlanc. Debating, yeah. I guess he doesn't TP here because, well, the turret is pretty frail, and then the Jayce is probably still bot side. The Jayce is probably taking like his Gromp and maybe his wolves, right? But probably his Gromp. If you TP there, you probably die. Okay, he didn't. Yeah, his Gromp is actually up, so I don't know where the Jayce is. Maybe the Jayce based. But a lot of the times, the Jayce would be there. Yeah, the Jayce based. Yeah, you can actually just see, because the Jayce showed here on top side, it means he based after the last fight. After this fight where Chovy flashed, the Jayce definitely based and then went top side. And you know this, right? Because he didn't take our Gromp. And then he is showing topside here. And
왜 이래 이거.
he's probably full HP, right? There's no way he just fucking walked from bot to top with half HP. Doesn't make sense. Against Rumble, it seems like Jayce loses this matchup just from the way Chovy's playing. He's playing really cautious. Even though we saw Jack's topside. Does he have enough for an item here? Maybe. He's looking for TP. Gotta TP a little bit defensively with this build. Or I guess just with Jayce in general. You gotta TP a little bit more defensively because if you TP offensively, you're just gonna get one shot. So here, you buy... Yeah, you finish Hubris. Well, obviously you have perfect money for it, but you shouldn't finish the Manamune second because you started your tier so late that the Mirror Mana won't come into effect until much later, right? Like you want to time, or ideally try and time the Manamune by pretty close to the Mirror Mana upgrade to get, like that's just like more efficient, right? So you think about it, like you're spending, I don't know how much Manamune costs from this point, like I don't know, like 2,500 or something, right? 2,500, maybe 2,100 from this point. 2,100 gold, like for less stats basically, if you don't time it with the Mirror Mana upgrade. He's going topside because Fear's going bot side, but as Jayce, as someone like, yeah, basically kind of like those like ranged mid lane carries, like yeah, Jayce, like Orianna, like Victor, these like frail ass champs, you need support from your team to comfortably push out. Versus if he's playing someone like LeBlanc, right, or like maybe even Silas, he can feel more comfortable being by himself in a side lane. That's just the nature of the champs. But because he's playing more of a frail champ, he needs support from his team. So his team is doing the right thing here by escorting him with this wave. They want to play for the top tier 1 turret. Like let's say his teammates weren't here. It's like him even showing on this wave is risky. Like yeah, like a lot of the time someone is in this bush and that's exactly what happens here, right? He'll actually just get fucking blown up. And you don't have a turret to retreat to. So that's the problem when you're playing these like frail mid lane carries. You have to play really careful when you're side laning. He should be careful. Yeah, see, like, it's so hard for him to hammer form in with this build. I think he just didn't think he was gonna die, but like, yeah. I guess he has to stay in range for him here. Look how fucking squishy he is. He's literally getting fucking blasted. Like, insta punish as soon as he hammers in. Yeah, I think like just like with lethality Jayce, you have to play. Well, I mean, Jayce is always lethality, right? But I guess Jayce in general, you just need to really choose your hammer form timings really specifically because yes, hammer form gives you a little bit more armor and MR, but you're still like hella fucking squishy. Especially against a team like the enemy teams, Jax, Rumble, Nautilus, they will shit on like anyone that comes into melee range. Yeah, it's super bad for the team. They lost mid turret. They lost 2 people for free. Super bad. Maybe even top tier too. Now this game looks super fucked. This game looks super tough now. He's TPing bot for something. He just, like, they want to fight for something. But there's no LeBlanc here. So this TP looks kind of grave. Could've just got top wave. But I think he felt like they were really behind. Fiora TP is interesting. I think he should clear midway first here. You should clear midway first here because no one, like, the Lucian's dead, right? Lucian is just spawned, so he should clear midway first and then move to drag. It's very hard to fight for objectives without the mid wave. Mid wave is so important. It gives you vision. It gives you vision, so you can feel safe. You can drop your own wards comfortably. It's like a exponential effect. You stay in range generally. Like so hard for him to play the fights in hammer form. Yeah, he flashes there because he thinks. Yeah, a lot of times when the Jax is like he's he just used Q, right, and he's still choosing to charge up his E, knowing that he has no Q and his E is not in range. Like that is just a telltale sign that he's gonna flash on you, right? So you have to flash. LeBlanc is flanking him, so I don't know. I think he's okay.
카메라 이동 속도요? 한 60 썼던 것 같은데.
Yeah, these fights are gonna be hard for Chovy. He really just needs to just play like a bitch and just QE and hammer form only when it's like super safe. And now he has no flash. Nice. Enemy team overstayed. They didn't need to stay here. Oh, he didn't get the kill. Unlucky.
그게 안 떴네.
Okay, Fiora's going top wave. Lucian probably catch. Oh, no one catch bot wave. No one caught bot wave. I don't know why Lucian didn't catch bot wave, but it's okay. Yeah, I think if he just changes his playstyle a little bit this game is definitely still really winnable. Not. It's like 2 drags to 1,
아 이거 떴다.
so they're not in. They just got the second drag actually, so they're in like no threat of a soul at all this game. So they can really take their time and let the Jayce scale here. Let the Fury catch up. The Fury is actually catching up quite a bit, but yeah, I think he needs to play a little bit slower in the team fights, a little bit more range heavy, and then I think they can win the fights. He has TP, so being bot here is good. The problem is, I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get shit on by the Rumble, so it is a little bit hard for him to split push. So what I think he's gonna do, I think he's just gonna go mid and group, and then when the Rumble pushes out bot again, he can either walk back or TP back, depending on how fast he needs to get back. I think that's the best play. Because like by staying bot here, like you can't contest any waves anyway. You know what I mean? Like if you know you're hard losing the 1v1, like you're gonna have to give up every wave anyway. So like you're not really utilizing your TP to its to the max there, right? Like the best use of TP in a side lane is when you push out a lane and then you can TP, right? Because in that case you're not being punished for TPing at all. Because you shove the wave, you're not missing anything by TPing. You're not missing any waves or any XP, right? But if you're being shoved into and you still have to TP, it's super bad, right? Because well, one, they see you TPing, so they can either keep split pushing and they can take all your turrets, right? And now you have no TP to answer. Like and you lose all the XP in the farm. Sorry, I brain farted for a second. And actually, the Fiora is catching, so it's even better. Maybe Fiora does better in this matchup. She did build a Hexshaker, so it seems like she's building for the matchup anyway. Yeah, but this Rumble looks so fucking strong. Look, Leandri's Deathcap, Morella, Namacon, 10 stack Darkseal. He looks pretty strong. Level 15.
어쩌면 돼 그래요?
Okay, I mean, this hook was a little bit unlucky, but I don't know why he. I guess maybe he thought the Maokai would be in front of him, but this is just a misstep. And because he has no flash, it's like it feels so bad. Like, yes, he didn't die, but like look how many tools his team used to keep him alive. Maokai ult, Milio ult, and the fight has only just started. Oh, they actually just one-shot the LeBlanc though. That's fucking huge.
데미지
Oh, you're on a ward though? Oh, shit. Yeah, if you think they're on Baron, you should just base TP. You base for full HP, and then you TP in. There's no way, as Jayce here, that you can fucking face check all this fog. There's no way. Against fucking Nihilist, there's no way. I guess I'm just wrong. He just knows. How does he know that they're not just jacking off like, oh, like in here, right? Let me see. Like, how does he know they're not here or like even here? How does he know that they're actually on the Baron? Did they see them? I see. The Nihilist is here. Okay. So Nihilist was like here. So there's no way they're in this bush. Like they could loop around this way, but yeah. I guess he knows that they're definitely not in this bush. He also has a ward here. You'll see in a couple seconds. So they're definitely not in this bush. So this bush is safe. I still think base TPing is not bad here, just for full HP. You're in one shot range for sure. You just base TP on the mid wave. I guess, yeah, or not even the mid wave. You just base TP like here on this ward right here. Tries for this steal, doesn't get it.
놀라운다.
Okay, so they're basing now, so you're completely safe here. We know they based. They're all super fucking low. Now you have your mana immune, but you want to base TP. Alternatively, you could push one more wave, but like you could push one more wave and then base TP, but he thinks a fight's gonna start, right? Because like they're already coming out of base with the Baron recall, so it's already like they already have tempo. So you need to like, I think it's correct to forego this upcoming wave. You already have your item. If you stay for another wave, it's not like you're buying anything more. You already have your item, and you know a fight's about to come, so you should just base TP. He's really close to mirror mana. He needs 2 more stacks? 260, right? Okay, he has it. That's just 1 more stack. He is strong, but he needs to play careful. He is still fucking paper squishy. That's really good. Really good defense by his team. I don't know what happened, but let's take a look. Hey, base, where does he TP? You TP defensively, right? There's no, yeah, obviously, okay. Yeah, you just want TP defensively as like a frail mid laner, right? Like, even if he was LeBlanc, there's no way you TP here, right? But just like, it's especially important that you TP a little bit further back as a frail mid laner. That's all I want to say. He has to respect the knowledge here. Maokai's here, he's fine. I don't know how they killed the Jax, but good for them. I really don't know how they killed Jax, but it's fucking huge. It really deters the enemy Baron by so much. It really buys them so much time. This Jax death is actually huge. Because now, you'll see the Rumble will push in the bot wave, but he can't stay. Oh shit. Oh, nice. That's big blast cone. I guess you just gamble that the Varus probably R'd, right? A fight literally just happened, so very likely that the Varus doesn't have R here. So that's nice. This is the mirror mana spike here. The Chovy's actually pretty strong here. Looks like he wants a little bit more money. Looks like he's going for GA. No way, right? I'll go Ciro those. Oh, Edge of Night, we talked about this earlier. Edge of Night is okay, I think. I don't know, we'll see. I think this is the best purchase with the amount of gold he has as well. With 1,050 gold, I mean, what do you buy, right? Serrated Dirk is definitely the best spike with 1,000 gold. But yeah, I think Edge is not bad this game, like we talked about before the game started. It's more like whether it gets popped by like LeBlanc Q. If it gets popped by LeBlanc Q, then it doesn't really have that much value. But against everything else, pretty good. So yeah, at this stage, it's like, you will always have bot prio because your team actually has the inhib. Good job, Fiora, 06 Fiora, who's now actually doing stuff. You just want to fight for the mid wave here, right? Fiora wants to be split pushing. That's good. And then the other 4 team members should just sit on the mid wave. You just let Jayce keep queuing. You push out the mid waves first because you have 4 people and Jayce has poke. As long as you don't get hard engaged on, you should have priority. You also, actually that's not true. They have Baron though. The enemy does have Baron, so you probably won't get priority actually because of Baron. The waves will probably be pretty equal for the next, like, I don't know, 2 minutes or something like that. Yeah, generally you want to fight for them, or not fight, but you want to contest the mid wave. Obviously don't die for it. I don't think they would win. They don't win the 4v4 if they get engaged on, because like their whole team is like so squishy, right? If they get engaged on, they will get absolutely one shot. But if they don't get engaged on, then they will win, right? If they are allowed to Jayce poke, they will slowly win. But yeah, you want to contest the mid wave, and you want to get topside vision for the Fiora, so she can safely split push. It's just a little bit hard right now because of Baron. This is why when they're losing, well, the enemy team's like not necessarily losing, right? But like when the losing team gets Baron, it's so impactful because they can stall the next 4 minutes, like no problem, because the other team can't push the waves. You'll see what's gonna happen. You know?
두 번째.
It's like each wave takes like another like 15 seconds to kill. And then you don't have a wave because your wave is also being like crushed by the Baron. I can't tell if the Baron might be out. I don't know. There's no one buffing this wave, so we'll see. Then the Rumble is bot. We know the Rumble has no TP this game. He actually went Ignite, so you guys need to really utilize this timing to like either force, right? Because it's 4v5. And I think that's what looks like. That's what they're doing topside, but you want to like just really aggress here.
아니 뭐야 왜 안 되지? 핑이 좀 안 되지? 왜 이렇게 많이 실패?
Okay, the Rumble is staying, so now one person needs to recall. You shouldn't lose this inhibitor inhibitor turret for free. Actually, Varus is also bot, so this is interesting. The Maokai is recalling. Chovy's staying. So Blanc gets absolutely dogged.
왜 이렇게 많이 실패할 리가 없는데?
This LeBlanc kill is so fucking huge. Because of this LeBlanc kill, the Maokai is gonna finish his recall here. I think if the Maokai stayed, actually, I don't know what's the best call here, but I think Chovy and Fiora should trade inhibs here. I think that's the best situation now. I think the Rumble and Varus are already hitting the inhibitor turret, so it's like pretty hard to defend at that point. So I think the best play from here is Chovy and Fiora should be able to get the top inhib, no problem. The Maokai is gonna have to give the inhib, but he'll defend any Nexus turrets or whatever. And then the Lucian and Emilio should push in the mid wave and start hitting the tier 2 turret. So I think after the aftermath, they'll trade inhibs, top and bot, and then after the top inhib, I think Chovy and Fiora have time to swing mid and take the tier 2. I think that's what's gonna happen. We'll see. Actually, the Lucian and Emilio are basing, so that changes everything. Now, okay, you see what the Maokai's doing? Maokai's doing a good job. He's trying to stop or delay the bases. Obviously, he shouldn't. Don't die for it, right? But you just try to delay their bases as long as possible, so that Chovy and Fiora can get as much as they can. We see that Jax is actually flanking here, so this is kind of scary. Emilio stayed, which is smart. I think the Lucian also should have stayed.
바이어리요?
You see what I talked about earlier? They already lost the bot in him. So like the Lucian basing there did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. He could have been here at this fight. He does have flash. Oh, I think he has to flash. Oh shit. That's hard. Oh, that's so bad. His death is so bad. They do get top inhib. The Maokai down here is super bad as well. But yeah, look, the Lucian has been jacking off for the past 45 seconds. He has not done shit. Enemy team is going for the win. They killed the Lucian too. Fiora is basing on vision. Jax stops her. Oh my god. The Rumble's gonna die. Oh, this game's a clusterfuck now. Well, the enemy team can't win though. Or they can't in the game. If the Rumble lived, I think they get... Yeah, they get one more turret. For sure. But they can't end. I don't think they could have ended anyway. They get one more turret, for sure. And open Nexus is very scary, for sure. This dragon fight, can they fight this dragon fight? Yes, they can, right? Jax, Rumble, dead. Lucian's coming up pretty soon. LeBlanc's top, even if she's CP, they should be able to take this drag. The problem is this drag doesn't do anything. It's like, I believe it's Chovy's team's second drag, so it doesn't do shit. And it's not like it's the enemy team's soul either. It's their soul point, which is nice, but this drag is pretty meaningless.
Ooh.
Definitely, like, waves are more important. Actually, they should use this timer to fight if possible. The problem is, like, their team doesn't really have hard engage, right? It's like Maokai doesn't really have hard engage. Maokai's really good disengage. So yeah, probably no fight will happen. The enemy team would have to be hard griefing for a fight to happen. There's no way the enemy team fights this drag. Like, it's actually troll. Like, does he not need armor pen in this build? I just noticed. No, I'm trying to think. The Rumble didn't have Zhonya's or anything. Lanaz is kind of tanky, but he's a support. Jax will be kind of tanky, but I think it's okay without Soroda's actually. Especially with the Soroda's changes, it's like a much shittier item now. Before, I feel like the slows were always useful, but now it only slows like when they're like low, right? That sounds kind of shit. Okay, so if he's going top here, he needs some support here. Like, he needs someone to hover one wave, and then after this wave, he can just regroup mid. I don't think there's that much benefit, at least in solo queue, for him to like continuously push out this wave, because it's always gonna push because of super creeps. I think it's better for him to, if he wants to take one top wave, that's fine, but he needs to go mid right after. Emilio is kind of hovering, not really. Oh, Lucian's being picked on. Chovy needs to look. This TP, so this TP is a little bit aggressive for Jayce. We'll see what happens. A little bit aggressive for Jayce. But the knowledge is already committing here, so it might be okay. Looks okay. Like, if the knowledge didn't go on the Lucian here, and he sees this TP, Chovy is insta-dead, right? Insta-goner. But, I mean, the knowledge is going to go on the Lucian 100% every time, right? So it's like, yeah, this TP ends up being okay. Yeah, I need to play this fight a little bit slower. Okay, we are playing Jayce. Okay, pretty bad. 2 for O, pretty bad. So the enemy team, it's pretty late in the game. It's 29 minutes. Yeah, I think there's a threat of them ending, right? So yeah, ideally it's gonna be hard, but they need to somehow clear this mid wave. It's gonna be pretty hard. Yeah, it's pretty hard, especially because like if the mid wave comes through, they only have like one Nexus turret, and that Nexus turret was at like half HP as well, so it's gonna be really hard. Clear the wave, clear the wave. Okay, got a couple of melees. Need to clear the wave, need to clear the wave. Okay, we're fine. I don't think the enemy team can end the game. I don't think so, not anymore. The next wave takes too long to come, and then the death timers are already like at a decent spot, so no way they can end. They're going to Baron.
보통 팀으로 대화를 하는.
Yeah, you can try and poke, but don't die. Top turret is, top is fucking huge. I don't know if the Fiora has TP, but definitely something to think about. If Chovy had TP, also something to think about, but he doesn't, so... The Fiora actually... I was wondering if he had... I think he went in... I feel like Fiora shouldn't try for the steal, because it's like fucking impossible for the Fiora to steal it, right? But I think the Fiora needed to be a little bit more patient. There's like 2 fights going on. I think he must have thought that Chovy would follow up here. But Chovy is looking at the LeBlanc. I think it's pretty good by the Fiora if Chovy followed up. Now the game is... And the game drags on. Take everything. We know they're in base. Take everything. Take everything. What's the last item? I mean, I think at this point you have to go Sorodas. I don't know what else to build. You can't really push on them when they have Baron, so it's probably going to be a very stale 4 minutes unless someone gets caught. Think about what items you can get during this time. It's kind of like a stalemate unless someone gets caught. Hopefully Chovy's team gets some big items here. I don't think he can finish Sorodas. Maybe Lucian can finish an item. Can the enemy team siege? Oh, that was a fat chunk. That was a really nice chunk. That was so much damage.
워터슨 고맙잖아.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't think enemy team can siege anymore with Nala's dead. Oh, they're still going. Careful. I think it was a bit aggressive by Maokai. I'm trying to think. The thing is, they have no ults. So it's like... Or Chovy's team has no ults, right? So it's like a bit hard to follow up here. Like, yes, it is 4v3. Because Fiera's 1v1ing someone. But you just don't really have any follow-up. You don't have any ults either. That's a nice Zhonya's as well. Yeah, I just don't think the Maokai needed to do that. But yeah, hindsight's 2020, right? But yeah, enemy team can't siege anymore. Shot. Oh, look at this EQ. QE. Okay. Pretty good Baron defense. There will probably be one more Baron defense. Let's see. Fiora is actually doing work. Is TP? Yeah, Fiora is actually doing work. Jesus. Okay, Jack. Ooh, pretty big kills. Does Fiora have TP? Seems like she's TP. I can't read Korean, but it seems like she's TP. Based on the chat. Drags in 50 seconds.
Whoa.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, he fucking... the knowledge... We heard the knowledge are, but it got fucking cancelled by the flash. Go, 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 go. It's 3v5. Fuck him up. Okay. Can you try for end? Fiora's pushing bot. It's at least 2 inhibs. Pretty sure. LeBlanc just spawned. LeBlanc is kind of useless though, I'm not gonna lie. Lucian is trying to end the game. The Rumble should ult the wave that's coming. Oh, I guess it's not really grouped. Okay. Well, this. Oh shit. This Fiora is so strong. He almost one-shot the Rumble. Did you see that? Turret, 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 turret. Turret, 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 turret. No more, no more, no more. The team's too low. The Verse is about to respawn. You can't even drag right now. I think you have to just base. I think you just give this drag. Top TP. I think you should give this drag. This drag, it's just soul point. It's not even the fucking soul. Can they do this drag? Yeah. Nice, I'm wrong. I feel like the enemy team could have contested this drag. Where is Nautilus? Doesn't the enemy, like, can't the enemy team just go straight to drag from here? I don't know. I'm confused. They think they can just melt the drag? Like, they're not even, like, they're so slow. I don't know. Pretty sure the enemy team would win a fight here. Trying to greed for this blue. This is a little bit scary. They're all top side. They could have... I feel like they could have very well been bot side. I'm not gonna lie. Jovi's TP's in 40. Enemy team has open Nexus, so we'll see what happens. I think they can defend this. They're not even here. His TP's in 25. Doesn't have any good words to TP to though. Oh, Jax. Oh, Jax made a big mistake. Greedy motherfucker. And he still dies after flashing. TP's in 10. Oh, Maokai's going too fast, I think.
나 진짜 느낌 너무 없네?
Okay, he's fine, right? Oh. Yeah, I think the Maokai is going too fast. Like, Chovy is like so far away. There's no reason for the Maokai to start engaging this early.
나 진짜 느낌 너무 없네?
Oh, huge QE. Slow chase. Maybe you can slow chase the Varus. Okay. This Baron should be ours. We have no jungler, but it doesn't matter because they're so chunked. Start the Baron.
이거는
I would just be pinging the Baron here. Fuck, where the fuck's the team? Ping the Baron. Why are they so scared? They're going for one more mid wave? Why didn't they start the Baron? I feel like look, they're so chunked here. The Varus is 1 HP. I mean, he has red buff, yeah, but then the Fura finds the Varus. I guess I don't see the Varus' HP, but like, I guess he's not that chunked then. He's coming back. The Varus, I mean, like, I guess Chovy like doesn't ever look at the Varus. He doesn't really move his camera, which is a bit annoying. I think they should have also started this Baron so that the Fura can pressure the open nexus, you know what I mean? But like, by not starting this Baron, the Fura is just fucked now. Like, absolutely fucked. He sold his boots for Edge of Night. How slow is he? He has Ghostblade, which is pretty nice. Yeah, Ghostblade, okay, maybe this is fine. Ghostblade out of combat movement speed is pretty nice. Alright, Fiora not dying here is so big. She should have died there.
너무 아쉽다.
That's the Edge of Night diff. Right here. That's the Edge of Night diff. Base checking Nautilus. And then the game's just over. Now Fiora's so broken late game. So broken.
060에도 게임을 이길 수 있네?
Oh, thanks for watching. Yeah, I think I was a little bit scatterbrained, but hopefully it was useful.